Welcome to Frontier, where we have inherited this small oil rig behind me. We are beginning with just $50,000 in hopes to someday be the proud owner of this large-scale oil operation from the town's Oil Tycoon. Our goal is to own all of it. So let's get started. Right now, all we own is this small rig here that's producing the crude oil, pumping it out of the ground. And then we can actually run it down here to this other piece of equipment we have to be able to turn it into diesel or motor oil and different other byproducts. So our main thing is, right now the highest price is diesel, so that is what we're going to make. We are starting with only $50,000, so we don't have much money in the bank to really do much more. But we do have to buy these empty oil barrels to be able to bottle it up to be able to take to our production plant down there. One thing we do have is this old pickup and this Deutz tractor. The city has said we can go around after the last dust storm we had and clean up all the sand that blew around. So that is what we're going to currently do to try to make some money. We're going to take it up to the brick factory and hopefully be able to turn it into bricks and make some money there as well. So let's get some sand picked up. All the land that we own is in just this piece of land right here, this field 66. We own all of that, and as you can tell, we don't have too much on it yet, so we do have plenty of room for expansion. But let me get some sand cleaned up. We're going to start by cleaning up the sand around our place, so we have room to get in and out. Right now, driving our pickup through, it's getting close to getting stuck every time. I don't want that. So this outfit here should be able to pick it all up. Looks like it's going in. I do like how it gets a pretty wide path too. Just a little Deutz tractor. I think it's only 90 horsepower, so we don't have much, but that is, what we inherited, so that's what we're going to use. So let me get some of this picked up and see you in just a moment. Well, we got the first load done. Now we can run it and turn it into bricks at the brick factory. Right now we don't own the brick factory, so hopefully we can get enough money out of sand that we can later on buy it. As you see, there's something traveling in the air next to us. I'm not sure what that is. But it is stuck on the screen, and anytime I move the camera it stays in the same place. So maybe later on it'll go away, or we'll figure out what it is. But let me get to the brick factory. There's a close-up view of it. It looks like it is the 3-point arm on this tractor. Oh well, a little bit of a mess up there, but let's continue. Got stuck in the crossing. Hey, at least I'm not on the track stuck. There. Alright. Now we're free. Frontier is the town that we live in, and it's actually a very bad place to live. The government controls everything you do. They set the price of every product there is out there, and about the only thing I can do is try to produce oil to make them happy so that they leave me alone. And since I'm the small guy around, and you got the big oil tycoon that owns all the big wells, they don't care for me too much. But I try to make by with just the little bit we have. So that is what we're doing. Thankfully they are letting us have all the sand, so we can make a little bit extra to hopefully increase our operation very soon. Because our little oil well isn't producing near as much as the city wants us to do. I believe this is the place. See if it lets me unload it here. Not this one. Let's try to get through this. Should have brought our pickup machine here. Maybe clean some of this up. Need a little extra. Somewhere around here it lets me sell it. This says loading zone, so this doesn't sound promising. Let me turn around and get back to the other side. Well, I turned on the zone markers and it looks like it's farther over here, closer to the skid steer. So hopefully this will work. There, good. See how much money it'll bring us. Well, it made $14,675, and that's as much as it took. So I'm guessing it is full. And I believe you have to have 100,000 to be able to buy it. So that's not good. See, our 3-point is still over there, falling around, flying. Yeah, this one shows a drop point too, but it won't take it here. Let me make sure this is 100,000. Yes, it is 100,000, so it will take us a little while to make enough for that. We'll try to find another place where we can sell this sand off at. Well, it is telling me the Northern Railroad takes the sand also, but unfortunately I think I have to rent the train and try to get it all up there, and when you figure in all the conveyor belts I have to buy to try to load the train, I think my better deal would be to see if I can get the city to lend me the money at probably super high interest rate to be able to buy this factory. Let me do that first. Looks like the city will lend me $285,000. I don't need that much. I only need about $50,000, so we're going to try to take out a $50,000 loan with a period of 10 years. And we're only paying, actually only $9,000 interest. That's really not too bad. I guess the city trusts me and they want the diesel I'm going to provide them. So here, now that we've done that, we'll go up here and we will buy this. Here we are. Now we own the brick factory. Which I can turn it on too while I'm here. See what else it needs. It needs water, cement, and pallets. I guess I still can't sell any more sand because it's still full. But I do need to try to get some water and cement and also pallets here. See if I can buy those. Well, after buying our cement and buying our pallets, since we don't have any productions to make those, the only thing I could afford is this little bitty water tank. So that's what I bought. I'm going to have to probably try to buy and build a sell-all station so I could actually sell my sand without having to take it all to the brick factory, especially since the brick factory can only take so much of it at a time. Let me run this water down and hopefully that'll be able to produce at least some bricks that we could sell. Here we go, getting some water in there, so now we should be able to start producing bricks. Not sure how many it creates. Let's see, 120 cycles. Ooh, not very many, so we're not going to get rich on this anytime soon. We're also not going to use a whole lot of sand either. We are going to have to probably buy more cement in the near future. And then water will be easy to come by. We'll just keep bringing it. So let me get back and try to find a place to sell this sand. Now we have a sell-all station that we can sell our sand in. First I'm going to fill it back up to see what a full load's worth. We're pretty well drained all of the money we had in our bank account. So hopefully we can replenish it before this episode's over. The city manager actually gave us another access point to be able to get to our brick factory. The only thing is we have to clean it out first. That was a whoops, sorry. I'm going to have to pay for that sign, I'm sure. So that'll really help us. We want to drive clear through this checkpoint every time. We have access to the gate now. So that's the way we'll go in from now on, as soon as I get it cleaned out. But I'm going to clean our property off first. I think one thing we need is a bigger tractor. It doesn't have any power. I went with the smaller wagon thinking, well, maybe this will be big enough. Let's take off that, see if that'll help us get through it. Maybe that's holding us up some. Just a little bit more. There, I think we're going to make it. I think. There, good. Let's see if we can make enough to start getting money in the bank again. This sell-all station actually had a better price than the other places also. And we don't have far to go since it's on our property. Yes, 22,676. A few of those will definitely get us a jump start on this. Get some of our bills paid and maybe even get a bigger tractor if one ever goes on sale. But let me get a few more loads and then we'll get over and clear out that new gate they're going to let us use. Well, we made a little bit of extra money. I have upgraded the tractor. We did sell the old tractor. Got a more modern Deutz tractor that has more power to be able to pull this equipment. And we also increased the size of our trailer. So now we can hold, I believe it's 250,000 liters. Now we're going to go work on cleaning out the shortcut path to the brick factory. So let me get down there. Here's the back way out. This is the way the city manager said we could use, so that's how we're going to clean up. It's not too bad through here. Not sure if it gets worse up ahead or not. Yeah, it looks like this is where it gets really bad. I knew he said it was impassable right now if we didn't clean it up first. And he is right. A lot here to get through. So I can lower this thing down, and there's going to be quite a bit to get through here. Not sure if we're going to get to the railroad tracks or not. Keep working this and get this sold off. Well, we got that close to getting clear through. I'll just try to get this thing turned around without getting it too stuck, and we'll go sell it. There, I think we're going to make it. Try to keep the tractor from going in the sand too much. There we are. I told you it held 250,000 liters. I was wrong. It actually only holds 200,000 liters. So not quite as much, but still an extra 50,000 more liters than we were hauling with our wagon. Well, now we get 30,000 per delivery. It's a little bit better. Let me get the rest of that road cleared out so we can keep using it to the back way. Let's see if the key card they gave us works. It does. Oh, that's going to be a lot nicer. We're right on the edge of the brick factory. Nice. All right, well, let me get some more of this cleared out, and hopefully we can get up and down this road safely. Looks like we need to add another one of these empty barrels. Keep producing some of this. Some more crude oil. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode here on Frontier. We're going to start by bringing this crude oil that we pulled out of the ground overnight and run it down to our production so we can turn it into some diesel. So let me run this all down there, and then we're going to build a new facility. Well, this is the last of the barrels of crude oil I have already produced. I have the brick factory running right now. I'm trying to find a way to be able to make the cement. If any of you out there know of a cement producing factory, it'd be great, because we really could use it so I'm not buying cement all the time. I have all the sand out here still to clean up, and it'd be nice to be able to use some cement that I make myself instead of having to buy. So that is my goal in a future episode. If anyone out there can help me with that problem. So let me get the new production built. So we currently have this oil well pump. Well, now we're going to put in this big oil pump. It's a lot larger in size. If I can zoom out a little bit. We'll spin it around so it faces that away. And try to keep it close to our other oil well. Right about there. That's nice. That'll produce it a lot faster so we can make a lot more crude oil. Well, I got the factory put down, and now I'm looking at what it needs. And I'm like, there's air. Where do I buy air at? And my little 6-year-old is sitting next to me, and he goes, the air factory. So where's the air factory? So let's see if I can find it where I can get some air. After watching some YouTube videos trying to figure out where the air comes from, the video told me that, it's 0 input on air, so it actually doesn't even take any. So we can just turn this on and start making it active. And now we're getting crude oil. As easy as that. Perfect. This will really increase our crude oil production. So we already got 3 liters. Well, while that is pulling crude oil out of the ground, I'm going to get some more sand so we can sell it, so we can be able to actually have some money to buy the tanker that we're going to need to haul crude oil. So let me get some of this picked up and sold off, get some money in the bank, and then I'll be right back with you. At times I wonder, with all the money I make from the sand, picking up the sand, that why do I even mess with the crude oil? But my guess is if I quit cleaning up the desert ground here around the oil wells You know, the city manager would probably kick me off of this project and wouldn't let me do it anymore, so I wouldn't be making any money. So I will just be happy with the crude oil production and the sand at the same time. This should give us enough money to be able to buy a tanker, to be able to haul our crude oil from the pumps down to the refinery. So let me get one of those purchased. I think I'm just going to go with this cheaper one. It only holds 8,000 liters, but you know, we don't have anything really big yet to spend the money on the big tanker, because we'd also have to have a semi to pull it. So I'm just going to go with this one for 25,000 and go move the crude oil. Well, in the short amount of time I've had this facility, we've made 3,300 liters of crude oil, and over there it looks like we've only made about, I'm not sure if that's 500 liters or 1,000 liters in those two barrels. So yeah, this is a lot better. I think we're going to probably end up putting another one of those in and getting rid of our little well. Let's get it over here and have it start producing diesel. There we go, going in to production, producing diesel. Still the highest priced value. Diesel is currently coming in around $3,800 per thousand. And we've currently produced over 1,100 liters of it. So we're going in the right direction. Let me get some equipment moved around here and try to get a place for another one of those wells. Now we added a larger refinery to our piece of land. We're going to add another one of these drills down here. We got rid of the little drill. We're going to add another one of these bigger pumps to produce more of the crude oil out of the ground to be able to take on our bigger refinery. So let me get more sand picked up so we can afford to buy another, because those are 200,000 a piece. And we're only at 38,000. So let me get more sand picked up. Well, we have made enough in sand that we can go ahead and buy our second big oil pump here. So we're going to place it. Hopefully face the same direction my other one was. Get it right in between the two. There we go. Now we can produce twice as much because we've got both of our refineries running down there. We've got some diesel off it already. So this will be able to produce more so we can get more diesel produced with this crude oil. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep tonight. Boy, that helicopter is loud. So we're going to sleep tonight and then see how much crude oil we have by morning. Well, now that it's morning, we have just shy of 40,000 liters of crude oil between the two pumps. So now I'm just going through here, getting some of this diesel loaded up. We're going to go sell it. Since we have so much crude oil, I'm going to have to buy a semi and a bigger tank, because this little pickup just can't pull these 8,000 liters. There's no way it's going to pull a big semi-trailer. So I'll go find the best place to sell this, and then we'll go buy a truck and trailer. Well, hopefully they don't give me a hard time by only bringing 8,000 liters. You know, when the big guy out in the oil fields, he brings in millions of liters every day. But hopefully someday soon we will own part of his operation and run him out of business. Right now there is a gas station in town that's got a decent price on this fuel, so we'll get through this guard shack here. We're in town. Now it looks like the big guy beat me here. He's got a full tanker load. They said they'd take it, so let's get around there and get ours offloaded. There we go. Hopefully it'll be enough to be able to buy a truck and trailer. Well, 30,000, it's not a lot, but we might be able to lease a truck and trailer. I think we'll keep this little trailer for moving stuff around that's in a smaller quantity. Plus, so right now we just have that little 2,000 gallon tanker for the water. So I also need to see how our brick production's doing. Let's go check that out real quick. Well, I have looked all over the block factory and I can't find where the blocks come out at. I did notice you come down through here, you can get through this door inside the building, but there's nothing in here. So if you have an idea where these blocks come out at, let me know. Then I will try to sell them eventually. But let's get back to our diesel. Well, I ended up going with a used Volvo truck with the tank on it. I believe we've upgraded it to, I believe it's 82,000 liters. Could be wrong. Maybe it's 820,000. Let's find out real quick together. Got all this crude oil down here. Like I said, it's about 20,000 liters in each one. Actually, probably by now it's over 20,000. Fill this up and see what we get. Well, I'm guessing it's 820,000 liters since we have 22,000 in it right now and it's only 2%. So that's good. It'll last a lot longer. Finish by filling this tank also, or draining this tank also. Well, we got 43,000 liters of crude oil here. I think we're going to take this all to our larger refinery. We'll just get a little bit more later. We do have that little van back there, so hopefully our van will be able to take all of this kerosene that we have here. We got plenty of kerosene between the two. Good, I'll take it. Let's hoping this tanker will work fine. It unloads a lot faster than it loads up. So at least this production point is running again. A large refinery. Let me grab the little cargo van and see if it can pick up the pallets of kerosene. Well, it's not auto-loading the pallets, so we're going to manually put a couple in here. I think that the van should be able to hold 2 of them. Ooh, maybe if it's not too short. Yeah, it'll fit. There we go. Oh, looks like now it's loading in. I guess we just have to do it manually like this. Let me get all these loaded up, and then we'll go find a place to sell it. Well, I got all the kerosene in here. We got 8,000 liters of it. I actually put a little sell station right here next to our place. For all the people going into the city and coming out of the city, they can stop and get their kerosene right here. So let me unload this thing real quick. Hopefully we can make good money off it. $41,000, that's pretty good for just 8 pallets worth of kerosene. Welcome in everyone to another episode here on Frontier on the Oil Tycoon series. This episode right now, we just bought this new pickup wagon.
This segment is brought to you by Farm Sim Universe. For all your sand removal needs, go to YouTube and search for Farm Sim Universe. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Be able to get some extra sand, so we need to try to make enough money to buy more land to be able to put on more of these oil drills. So we can mass produce this crude oil so we can get one step closer to owning all that across the road. So let me get some of this picked up and sold off, and then we'll buy some more land. Well, now that I'm able to buy the piece of land across the street from us, we're going to buy some terraforming equipment to be able to do some leveling while still being able to collect either the dirt or sand out of it. So let me see what we can get here. I think this cat loader will let me do it, so let's lease it. And then, of course, the bucket to go with it. There we go. All right, let's hop in it and start working across the road. Here we go. Now we're getting started. Looks like we're making rock is what we're going to be getting out of it. Oop, better not dump it on the railroad tracks. I'm hoping by doing this we can use our new pickup wagon to be able to come in here and scoop this up. If not, I really should be dumping it in a wagon as I go along. So let me get a few scoops here, then we'll go grab the wagon and see if it'll work. If not, we will bring the wagon over and dump in it. Alright, now it's going to be the moment of truth. See if that'll pick it up. Let's run over and grab it. I'm really hoping it will, because this will go a lot easier than having to scoop it up every time in it. If I turn it on, let's see if I can make this work. I have no idea. I know it does the sand, because we picked up the sand from here, but I haven't even tried any kind of rock. Come on, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, it does. Yes. That'll be so easy. Now I'll just grab a whole bunch, make a big pile, and we can come through quickly and scoop it up. So here we already have, what, 56,000? That's pretty good. So let me get more of this ground leveled here, and then we'll try to figure out if we need a production for this rock or if we just want to sell it. See how much it's worth first. Now that we have 226,000 liters of these stones, I think we are going to put in a lime production, because that'll, I think the lime was worth 600 and some compared to only 300 and some per 1,000 liters. Put it right here across the street, and this production will actually produce, you take 2,000 rocks in, 4,500 lime out. So that's going to be a huge bonus of price. Of course, we do have to get some water, but water's somewhat easy to come by in this, desert land. So let me get some water to it and drop these stones off. Start by running the stones across the road, and then I think we can just take our big tanker, fill it with water. Not sure how much it'll hold. It doesn't say how many liters for sure. Actually, it wouldn't even take all of our stones. So we're going to have that to work with too. But let me get some water put in it, and then we can get started. Well, I just got 25,000 liters of water. Hopefully that'll be enough to get us started. We almost need to come over here and get rid of this pile of dirt. Give us some more stones, but right now we can't even burn all the stones we have. Oop. Oh, come on. I parked that trailer in the wrong place. Come on. Ooh, just a little bit more. Oh, come on. Come on. It flashes out, then disappears. Oh, I'll just move it. There we go. Now we can dump the water in. There, took it all. Alright, get that production turned on. Lime. There. Looks like it'd probably hold maybe close to 70,000 liters of water. But hopefully this will make a lot. So, alright, well, I'll get back over and pick up some more stones. I think we are producing so much of this, I think I want to put in another one right next to it. What do you guys think of that? I think that's a great idea. Because I'm a limestone cowboy. Let's see how many more of these we can drop off. It didn't take very many, so let me get another one of these built right next to it. Here we go. Make sure we have enough money when we do. Right there. Perfect. Now I can go ahead and dump these off in it. Now, of course, I got to go get water again, but I'll get more water this time. Probably 100,000 liters for the two of them. All right. Now get some water. All right. 100,000 liters coming in. Let's see how much it'll take. I think it'll take all of it, shouldn't it? And we'll put the rest in the other one. 40,000. I might have got too much. Let's see. Come on. Hey, it made it. Alright, now I just need to get a high capacity. Oh boy. Oops. High capacity truck to be able to haul the lime. Decided my cheapest way to go would be just to get a bed for this truck. Use this truck for multiple things. This one will hold 820,000 liters. That should be more than enough. Oops, if I can back straight under it. Let me try one more time. I may or may not be a truck driver in real life, but not a dump truck driver, so that's my excuse. Let me get this limestone loaded up. Well, it's a good thing we did this, because this was full already. Had 100,000 liters in it. So I'm going to load it all up, and I forgot to turn on the other one, so it's not going to have very much in it yet, but we'll load it up also and get it sold. While that is loading, I'm going to run across the street and pick up what we have here. This is our pile we've got so far. Do this without running into everything. There it goes. Not sure how much we have. We have quite a bit. More than we're going to be able to hold in our productions. Here, let's see. Come on. If I don't get stuck on it. Probably should buy a bigger tractor. This little Deutz. You know, it was great at the start, but now that we're doing a lot of work, we need a bigger one. 286,000 liters. Perfect. I'll go see what it'll take here. I am not parked in the road. Go around. I'll drop this off, and I believe the second one, the first one is, still got a little bump there. There. It's not going to probably take very much, but it'll take a little. Oh, it's taking quite a bit. Yay. All right. Well, now I'll get back to grabbing that lime. Looks like it's still coming out. Dude, that train just went through that police car. That was weird. Alright, now I'm going to get this sold. 137,000 liters of lime. And get up to our sell-all point that had the best price. I mean, it's only 600 and some dollars per thousand, but hey, it's something. Okay, there it goes. Thought for a minute I wasn't going to take it. 90,000. Well, that wasn't too bad, I guess. I was hoping for a little bit more, but will those productions keep going? We'll probably need to move some crude oil and diesel around. Get this thing parked out of the way. Switch over to the tanker. Get it dropped. There it goes. Well, I have more crude oil than I know what to do with, so I think we're actually going to sell it this time. Not sure if it's worth a whole lot. Let me get up there and check. Looks like crude oil, sell everything is $15.55. So that's where we're going to sell it. So we can't sell it to our refinery because it's just going to use it. So I'll take it and sell it. We do have 12,000 liters of it, so that's not too bad. It's going to be a lot better than what we got out of that lime. And I thought the lime was going to be a really good deal. There we go. That's only 19,000. I guess nothing is bringing us much money today. Alright, well, we'll get some other things sold off, and maybe, I'm not sure how much the large refinery is going to cost now that we have land across the street. That's what we want to do, is get a larger refinery. It's 500,000 for the large refinery, so it's going to be a little while. We're going to sell a lot of limestone to be able to get the large refinery. That will be our goal for this episode. So I'm going to keep moving some rock around and try to make enough money to be able to buy it. Here we are in December already. I was really hoping to have more money than this and own property across the road. We're still running our little operation. Currently just probably finished up. Yeah, it looks like he's done over there now, filling up with the lime. So let's go see how much we made overnight with that. Oh, we got 318,000 liters of it, so that's pretty good. Let's see what it's worth. And we got some diesel, I know, and a whole bunch of, I believe we're making kerosene on the small one. But yeah, 220,000 actually was pretty good. The lime is going to be a good money maker. Let me drop this box off and go grab our tanker and get some more diesel. Well, we did get enough diesel that I'm going to take it to the best sell price, and that is clear down to the mine, so it's quite a drive, but we have 18,000 liters of it, so I kind of don't want to miss out on any opportunity to make money. So I will drive down there, and then we'll see what we get out of it. I didn't realize that the road back to the mine was covered in dirt, or I wanted to have gone this way, and the pickup wagon we have now doesn't pick up on anything that on any property that we don't own. You know, I sold the old machine that we used to use to pick up the sand and dirt. So hopefully this truck will get us back there without getting stuck. Maybe I better get off the dirt and drive in the grass. We're about to be stuck. I'm going to try my best to get this diesel back there. We've almost made it. Seasick by the time I get there. See that beautiful green glow, that's where we're headed. See how much this is going to be worth. Probably not near as much as I was really wanting, since stuck. Don't get all the way here and get stuck. There hopefully it brings a lot of money. 70,000, all that work for 70,000. I think I might just sell some crude oil too. Let's see, I think I'm going to magically reset this truck back to the farm. Here we are, back at the farm. I wasn't driving that dirt again. That was too much. Oh, now our brakes are back on. Great. Alright, let me get some crude oil loaded up. And we will, hopefully... Oh, I'm off. Yeah, I'll get some crude oil loaded, and we're just going to sell it since both of our productions still have enough. I forgot I also have these 9,000 liters of kerosene to sell. That doesn't have to go very far. Sell that right here at our little stand to try to get some customers coming in. There we go, 53,000. Now we have enough money to be able to buy our large refinery. Let me finish that crude oil, we'll sell that, then we'll buy our large refinery. Well, I was going to sell all of our crude oil, but then I realized, you know what, I'm going to need that for the large refinery, so hopefully I can make enough here. I should be able to, 74,000. Shut this off, and we should be able to go ahead and build it. Hopefully landscaping's not too important. Let's see. Crude oil, large refinery. There we go. Not sure where the gate is. Oh, the gates are on the end. Alright, I think right here should work. 503,000. Boom. Now we have it. Perfect. Well, I'm not in your way, buddy. Well, there it is, our new refinery. Welcome in, everyone, to a new episode here on Frontier Crude Oil Tycoon. As you can see here, we've actually got a few extra things. We added a third lime production to keep up with the rocks that we're producing here as we work this ground, and we've increased our loader. We can get 45,000 liters per scoop with this monster, so that helps a lot. Now we're going to take this setup down to an old mine shaft and pick up some iron ore that we've found. So let's get started. My son was actually the one that was doing some exploring and discovered all this iron ore. So when he got it and sold it, realized how much he made off of it, I thought, you know what? That's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So we want to own all of this over here, so we've got to come up with a lot of money. We have turned on our lime production to be able to sell it direct, so we don't have to sit there and haul it anymore, and we're actually making more money out of it because it sells for more than what our sell all station is worth. So that's a big improvement. But we do have to clean a path. There's a lot of dirt on the road that it takes to get back to where we're going to be getting this iron ore. So we're going to clean this out. Like I said, this thing will hold. Let's see, I'm trying to think how much this trailer will hold. With this new trailer we have, we can hold 1 million liters. So we'll be able to clean it all out without having to worry. We actually have all this sand here we still need to do, but we hadn't been using this new forge pickup for a while. We got rid of it, so we had to lease it again. But let me get down to the path, which I believe is straight ahead of us here, to be able to get to the iron ore. This is kind of the narrow path. I think we're probably going to lease a truck also to pull this. So I don't want to have to try to maneuver this around with the tractor all the time. So we'll probably get a truck up here once we fill it up, which, you know, with just this dirt, I don't think we're going to fill it. We're only at 25,000 liters. Like I said, it holds 1 million. So we got a long ways to go with that. But let me get this path all cleaned up, and when I get to the iron ore, I'll come back to you. Well, we got out here to the sawmill. That means we passed where we were supposed to go, so we got a little bit lost. Turns out there's not an easy way to get to this iron ore. You can see when we get back to it, there's a bridge overhead, which is an old wooden bridge. It's not going to hold the weight of all this equipment. So we've got to try to sneak in a different way. Try to clean out as much of this dirt as I can on my way back. It is right up here. We'll be able to see the bridge. Now we've got to just somehow make a path up to it. See, there's the old bridge up there. There we go. Got a little lag there trying to get in the cab. Yeah, there's the bridge. Problem is there's no way to be able to get up on that hill. So let me try to find a new path that'll get us up there. So this is where we're at, and this is where I want to be. There's just no good way. We also have all this rock here too we could pick up and take to our lime production. I just don't have a good path. All these hills are too steep. So we're going to have to try to be creative and find a way to get up here. I don't know if we would come from the rock side, but we'd have to buy this land and clear out all this rock. There's an old barn up here. Really, there's no good roads. Let's see where this road takes us. Oh, across that old wooden bridge. Yeah, I don't really want to put a lot of heavy equipment across this bridge. That's probably the only way, because I think this road just probably takes you to the barn. Yep, looks like some hobo living up here in the barn. Let me try to make a path. Well, we got it most of the way full, so we ended up leasing this truck. We're bringing one of our little trailers back in hopes to be able to get all the way back there. Right now, we're running into some trees that are down over the path, and we don't own the land, so it won't let us cut the trees down. So now we're trying to make our own way, and there's really no way to get that big trailer turned around yet. So we need to clean out some more road to try to get that thing turned around, and then hopefully we can get up in there and start grabbing that iron ore. So we get up here, across the road, up this path. Now we got a lot of the dirt here out, but we couldn't get in the way we wanted, so we're going to have to try to get up and cross that bridge. That bridge does not look very safe. I can't find any other way without doing a lot of terraforming, and I really don't want to do that. So we'll try to not get stuck and get back there. So see you back there. Alright, here we are. This is where we're running into our problems. Right here, and there's these trees here that are down that I can't cut. Not much room there with that big tree in the way, and then we have another tree over the path here. If I can just get through there, just a couple more trees here that might be in the way, I might be able to get under that. Then we got this old wooden bridge. I guess there's another tree. Somewhere up here there's a wooden bridge. And there it is. So if I can just get to here, cross this dangerous mess, then we get to the iron ore. So let me keep trying to work this path and get something back here, some kind of equipment. Either the big trailer or the small trailer, I really don't care at this point, as long as we can start picking iron ore. Well, here's the 816,000 liters of dirt we have so far. Got to be able to make enough money to be able to buy that piece of land, just to be able to cut those trees out of our way. It's not going to do us too much good because the land that has the trees in the way is not where the iron ore is. So let's see what we can get out of this. Well, let's see, 126,000. I'm not sure if that's enough to buy that piece of land that we're on or not. Nope, I need 699,000. Looks like I'm going to have to do some work around here, these oil wells, and try to make enough money to be able to buy it. As I try to find some ways to make money, we're going to start hauling our diesel out. We do have quite a bit of it produced between this one and the medium refinery. The other one's making kerosene, I believe, the small refinery. So we should have plenty of diesel to try to sell. So let me load this all up, and then we'll see how much we can make in diesel. Well, that got us almost 16,000 liters of diesel. So the Grayson gas station has got the best price for it, so that's where we're going to head. That should be able to give us enough to be able to buy that piece of land. Of course, now it's getting dark, so we don't really want to work after dark. So we'll probably pick that up in the morning, but first we're going to sell this. And I ran out of water in the lime production, so I was able to get some more water into all of those, so they should be producing us money every hour. So I'm sure with that, and then sleeping through the night, we should be able to have enough to be able to buy the piece of land just to cut the trees down, and also buy the ground to be able to start mining and picking our iron ore. Let's see what we can get out of this 16,000 liters. There's 62,000. Not quite as much as I'd like, but that gets us one step closer to having enough. Let me get back and pick up some more of that dirt along the path. This road here is actually a better path to take to be able to get the 53-foot trailers in. So this is the one we're going to clean on our way back to the house. Once we get it all cleaned out, we'll be able to start running the truck this way, because this goes straight to the main gate. I'd like the shortcut way so we don't have to go through the security checkpoint, but to be able to get the 53-footer around, I think this is going to be better for us. So I'm going to take this to the house, sell it, and then we'll call it a night. Here we go, getting rid of the 500,000 liters that we've accumulated. Let's see what we can get out of it. Well, that didn't quite get us to the 699,000 that we needed, but it's getting us pretty close with the limestone selling at the top of the hour. That'll be enough. Shut this all off. Then we will run in and sleep for the night. See you in the morning. Well, there we are. Now we have more than enough. $902,000. I'm sure everybody's out of material. So I'll fill these 3 back up with rock, and then we'll get back and buy that piece of ground. I really don't know what I was thinking, why I didn't just use this trailer to begin with. This is a lot smarter deal than using the big semi with the dolly and all that. So I can get this in here. I don't own this land, that's why I can't use it to pick it up yet. So we're going to keep using this forge picker-upper until I get to the piece of land that we own. So when I get there, I'll get the other thing started up. Well, here it is, the moment of truth, to see if this will work right. Hey, yes it is. It's picking it all up. Perfect. Well, now I'll clean this this is a little bit more of a shortcut. We came out down on the bottom layer. We're going to go up this way, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to get to. Now that we own this land, I'll be able to cut those trees, and then once we get a path made back there, we can get rid of this land and buy the land that has all of our iron ore on. So let me finish clearing this path, and I'll see you back there. Here we go. Now we've made it. Now I have access to cutting these trees. See if they fall out of our way. Hey, they fall in our way. That's okay. I can get rid of them. I think I can get rid of them. Let's hope I can grab it and pull it. Oh yeah, there we go. That one's gone. This guy out of here. Oh, where'd he go? Oh boy. Drop him. Wherever he's going to fall. Hey, he fell right back where he started. Here. There. Now he's out of the way. Get up here and cut the rest of the eggs out of the way, and then we'll pick up the rest of this dirt. I believe this will be the last one as we spook up some deer. Oh no, I can't cut this yet because we don't own this. Oh well. Well, let's get the dirt picked up to this point then. Then we can get rid of this ground. Alright, I think this is probably where I should get out and let L Family Gaming Dad take it across the bridge. Yeah, that'd be the smartest thing to do. Alright, let's try it. Just close your eyes and go as fast as it'll go. Which isn't very fast. There. Clear. Alright, now I can sell the one piece of ground and buy this one. There, now that's done. We should be able to cut this tree now. Cut it and get it out of our way. Come on, let me take it. Get off my tractor. Really don't want to throw it on the path below us. It's out of the way. Here we go. Now we can finish picking up this and then get rid of this dirt. Come back and start picking up iron ore. Actually, we might have to pick up gravel first, because I don't think I can get through that. Yep, we're going to have to come back and get gravel. I'd like to try to get this dirt out of here, though, so we don't accidentally grab some of it first. See if I can turn the tractor just enough to grab the rest of this. Alright, there. Now it should be gone. Now we'll go sell this and come back and probably clear out a little bit of the gravel, just enough that we can get back to what's worth all the money, the iron. Here we are, back at the crude oil production. Let's get rid of all this dirt. Then we can go pick up rock, and then we actually just run that right over to our limestone production. We ran out of rock over there that we had already scooped up, so we need rock to get it going again. So hopefully this will bring us a good amount of money that we can afford to keep making these runs. Well, 140,000, that's pretty good. Now we can head back and start picking up some rock. Alright, hopefully I can do this right and not grab any dirt by mistake. Oh boy. I got dirt in the pickup deal, so I don't want to start pouring it in. Let's see, I want to get myself stuck. Maybe if I got rid, just drop this off here. Drop. Forge pickup off. There. Now maybe I can get this thing up on the rock pile, or at least start picking up the rock pile. There he is. I'm still hitting. Oh, there's a tree. A little tree right there. Here, I think we can get up in it. There. This will be full in no time. See if I can get back to the iron ore. I'm afraid I'm going to fill up before I get there. Which I guess is a good thing. Need plenty of rock. Now, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Just carefully back this thing out of here. Well, one more load of this, and we should be able to get all the way back there. Let me run this over to our lime production, and then we'll come right back. Here we go, getting our first bit of iron ore. This was like almost a gold mine, but an iron mine that we found up here. This should make us a lot of money, especially if we actually produce it into some kind of steel beams. That's where we're going to sell it. We're going to sell it at the factory that makes a steel beam, so if we end up wanting to buy it, we can actually make some really good money off of it. If I don't get stuck here. We've already got 398,000 liters in it. I can try to start turning this around. Looks like there's not a whole lot here like there is gravel. Like a lot more gravel here to work with. There's also an iron mine that we could go to and get more if we wanted. Right now we're just going to see how much money we can get out of this. I'd like to get a full load. Let me fill this up and then we'll go sell it at the steel factory. Well, I got most of it. It wasn't quite 1,000,000 liters like I was hoping. We will take this to the factory and see what we can get out of it. Here we are. Looks like I need to pick up some of this dirt also. This is the iron factory. Let me try to find out where to unload it, and hopefully it gives us good money. I'm kind of worried that it's not going to take it all, though. That it's only going to take part of it, max out, and then we're going to have to find another place to sell the rest. I'm pretty sure they wanted up this ramp. See if I can back it up straight. No, I can't. Hopefully it fits on this ramp. It'd be horrible if it was too wide. I think it'll make it. There we go. There, perfect. There it is. Hey, it's giving us money. It didn't take very much though, but $296,000 for that little bit. Nice. Now let's see where we can sell the rest of it at. Guess I should have looked at the updated price. To sell everything is actually worth more, so that's where we're going to take the rest of it to. On my drive back, I was sitting there wondering, is this going to give us enough money where we can actually start buying out the big guy? Start taking over his oil empire and make it our own. We need $2 million to get started over there by buying some of his wells. So hopefully, once we get this in here, it'll be enough to hit the 2 million mark. Let's see. There we go. Let's find out what we can get. Well, yeah, that was way more than enough. Over 2 million by itself. So now we can start buying the big guy out. He's going to be pretty upset with us when we buy the drilling rights away from him to the city. So here we go. $2 million. Now it's ours. Now we just got to get all the equipment up here to get it started. Welcome in everyone to another episode here on Frontier. This episode we're going to be heading up to our iron ore mine and start digging in it to collect more that's in the ground. You know, last time it was already on the surface. Now we got to start digging. We were able to get this operation going. You know, we purchased it at the end of the last episode. We got all the equipment we needed, so it's pumping petroleum out of the ground right now. But let me get this new excavator up to the mine and get it started. Yeah, this thing's got enough power it can pull itself right up in here. I was hoping I didn't have to take that flatbed all the way around and across that light-duty bridge. So this is where we're going to start digging, and as right now we've got the limestone being produced, we've got the petroleum being produced at our new oil well, and we still have the regular crude oil being produced on the old portion that we originally had. Let me get some of this dug up here and see how much we can get out of that. We'll probably just bring our wagon that has the built-in pickup on it to be able to pick this up instead of bringing a loader. So let me get started. Here we go. Should be working pretty good. I can just remember the controls on this thing. I've been using the loader bucket so long, I'm so used to it. Now I've got to start learning the process all over. But I'll get several 1,000 liters of this built up. Then we'll go pick up our loading wagon. So see you in a little bit. I do believe after this trip we're going to upgrade this Deutz with a tractor that can go a little faster now that we're going back and forth so much. I realize that the limestone production, one of them's out of rocks right now and the other two are out of water. So I wish I would have filled those up before I left with the equipment needed to do that. That's alright. We'll get there. We'll just run this thing up. I'm not sure how I'm going to get up on the hill. Probably have to go the long way and take the bridge. I got some dug out of the ground right now. I still got more to go. So this thing holds 1,000,000 liters, which it'll probably be dark by the time I get it filled up. So let me get this thing up there and we'll start loading out the iron ore. Alright, let's see how much we got so far. Do this without getting stuck. Ooh, it's not picking it up very well. And now I'm stuck. Yeah, we did quite a bit though. Still got a ways to go and it's already at 143,000. Might have to use the excavator to give me a little push too. Here we go. Just a little nudge. One way or the other. Should be pushing, but it seems to want to just go through the tractor. See if I can put the bucket in it. There, come on, you got this. There, I think maybe we got the pile at least out of the way. Now see if we can get the rest of this picked up. Yeah. As long as I don't go in the big hole. There we go. I'll turn around and get the rest of that. Here, get across this without getting stuck again. Here, 220,000. That's pretty good. Pull this up, dig some more. I could get a bulldozer up here and push some of it. That might make it go a little easier. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll get this thing out of the way and get a bulldozer. Yeah, now we're talking. I think this will push a lot more if I have the settings right. I'll move this around. Oh yeah, that's a big pile already. As long as I stay out of the hole, I'll work this ground and get enough to fill it up. Then we'll go sleep for the night and then start moving diesel and petroleum around. Well, we have a full 1,000,000 liters of iron ore now, so we'll head back, sell this off, grab the diesel so we can keep producing because they're about full, and then we'll call it a night, get some sleep, and then go back to work in the morning. Well, here we are back at the main place. Let's see what we can get out of this 1,000,000 liters of iron ore. I know we did pretty good yesterday on it. We need another 2 million, which we're at another 2 million. We can actually buy another one of those oil wells over there. We might do that tomorrow. We're going to definitely have enough money. So we'll be buying that as soon as we wake up in the morning, because $3 million. Whoops! Whew, that was close. Almost got the front of the tractor taken off. Definitely have enough to buy probably a couple of them as soon as we get the limestone sold. Let's park out of the way because we're going to get rid of this tractor, get a new tractor for that. But let me grab our little tanker, and then we'll finish loading out the diesel so we make sure we have room for that. Just a second. There we go. We're up to 21,000 here. And we got to run across the street. And ooh, barely missed that one too. And get, I think he has, was it 17? What was it? 16,000. 16,000 liters over here. We'll grab that so we can keep producing all night so they don't fill up. Hate for wasted time. And there we go. Fill this up and then we'll call it a night. See you in the morning. Well, here it is, a new day, and I am running out of water in all the productions, so I'm filling water right now into one of them for all the lime. My diesel was getting pretty full, so I'm putting it in the tanker right now. We'll sell the diesel, and our new production, the petroleum from the pumps across the street, it's up to 25,000 liters. So we'll need to get a load of that out. And then we have the money to go buy a couple more. So let's go do that. Let's go start buying. Let's go shopping. Start buying the big guy out. The first one here on the right, we already own that one. That's the one we bought in the last episode. We do have an additional container over there with all of the supplies in it. So it doesn't need anything else. So it's still running. So this one up here, I think is what we're going to go buy next. I'm hoping they're all $2 million. Once we get all those bought, then we can buy the guy's refinery and then have everything. Then the city can deal with us all the time instead of dealing with him. So we can control the market. So let me stop up here and buy this. It looks like there's another one right over there. That might be the other one we buy. So let's stop for this one first. There we go with $2 million. Now we own this one. Still have another 2 million, so we'll run up the street here and buy another one. I guess there's one on the right also. I think we'll get the one on the right next. So then we'll have 3 of them. Then we'll get a few of those containers filled with supplies delivered. We won't have to worry about these. We'll just be able to stop by and empty them out each day. All right, another 2 million. Now we're down a little to just 608,000. We got to buy a tractor still. So first, let me get some of those containers delivered. Now we have all the supplies in each one of them. Let me switch and make sure. This is our original one. He still has 18,000, so he's fine. And now these both are pushing 20,000, so we're good. And we have an extra supply on the side of each one. It also lets us know which ones we own. There's one over there, as you can see in the distance. Then if I can't see the first one anymore, there's a hill of sand in our way. Let me get back to the lime production and take care of that, because they were all out of water. So we'll do that, then we'll sell our diesel and start loading this petroleum out. Well, in the last couple days, we've produced 77,000 liters of diesel fuel. We'll take this to Grayson's gas station in town and sell it. Then we'll use this tanker back to load out petroleum to see how much petroleum we've made in just the 24 hours that we've had that first production, the first set of oil wells across the street. And then, like I said, we'll sell that, and whatever it's worth, we can triple that now that we have 3 of them. So let's see if this car will ever get out of my way. He thinks he has a stop sign here. He doesn't. We'll sell it right up here. All right, here we go. Money's going up pretty quick. Let's see, 288,000. That's really good. Getting close to another $1 million. So let me head back. I'll go to that first set of oil wells and load out the petroleum from there and see what it's worth. One thing I like about these oil wells is you only own the oil rights to the minerals underneath. You don't own the ground, so that saves us some money. We don't have to actually buy all this land here. Just buy what's under it. It saves us a lot this way, but I'll load this up and take it to the sell-all. Alright, this one produced 27,000. I can't remember what time of day we started this one yesterday. I'm just going to consider probably about 24 hours in operation. So we'll see what 27,000 liters will give us. Like I said, tomorrow we'll have triple that. And actually, if we make enough money today, we could probably buy another one of those. Not sure how many total there are. Let me check the map real quick. Looks like there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So there's 5 of them. We already own 3 of them. We just have 2 more. So when we get another 4 million, we can go ahead and buy all of the rights to all the oil wells. Then all we have left is buying out this big refinery up here. Good thing there wasn't a train coming. I guess I let the truck kind of roll down the road when I was checking the map. There we go. Right up here and see what it's worth. I'm hoping for a lot. Probably going to make enough now that I don't need all these other productions going. 202,000, that's pretty good. We're halfway to the 2 million mark. But let's buy a new tractor to be able to pull our pickup wagon. I think we're going to go with the Case Magnum again. So I'm not sure what the capacity difference is. What's that whole, oh, with those tanks. I don't want those tanks. Definitely don't want those tanks. No tanks, but we do want to increase the horsepower, 886. And we always go with Michelin normally. Let's see what other. Continental. Actually, we can do Continental this time. If I can get wheel weights on singles. Don't look like I can get... I don't want tracks. Looks like we're probably going to have to go back to... let's see, Midas. There's white tires. White tires and weights. There we go. We'll take that. Warning signs, don't need that. Strobe light. Yeah, we'll do that one. Windows, nah, we don't need them tinted. 3-point, that's... Ooh, probably should do weights. We're really not doing anything else with it. There. Stick with the basic black color. Go ahead and buy that. Now we're below $1 million. Let's see, I don't even know where it's set to spawn at. Obviously not right here, so let me find it. I'll be right back with you. Now that is a beautiful looking tractor. Kind of wish we did own the land here so we could pick the sand up. I mean, we do have that silage picker-upper deal, but I really don't want to use it. And now I can't. You know, I put a weight in the front instead of a 3-point. So I guess we're done using it. But let's get back here and take care of the limestone. Well, that's the last of the stones that we had. So those should all be taken care of now. They're auto sell, so we don't have to worry about that. We got some kerosene to get rid of, and then we might be finished for the day. Well, here we go with our load of kerosene. If I can get enough weight on the front of the van. You know, I don't actually have universal auto load installed on this gameplay. So I get to deal with all this hard work. I did use super strength to load the trailer, obviously. All I gotta do is go up to this little tent up here and sell this. If I can just get it there without wrecking. So I know our little pickup's not gonna do it. You would think with the weight in the van, it would have more weight on the front. But clearly it does not. So let me just unhook this and just sell what's in the van first. I have to get our tractor to do the rest. Nope. Alright, there it is. 25,000. Now I'll grab the tractor to get rid of the rest of it. There we go. If I get close enough to sell it all off. At least one side, I might have to spin around and get the other side of it. Alright, see what it's worth. Well, one side is 37,000. Have one on the front it might take. There it goes. Somehow I'm going to turn this around and get the other half of it. If each side is worth about 40,000. Get over 100,000 in all this kerosene. Alright. Let's see, that's the last of it. So So 38,000, almost to $1 million. Welcome in everyone to another episode here on Frontier. As many of you know, we've bought 3/5 of this piece of land over here with all the oil rights. So now we're actually going to go buy the mining rights to the mine and also buy the steel factory. So we can start making stuff inside the wall to be able to start taking some of that product away from the city. So let's get started. While we have the money, we're going to end up buying this field 42 here. Well, actually, it looks like it's a pretty big area. We're going to buy that. It's only 162,000, but we're also going to buy the other side of the fence or the wall. And in a future episode, you'll see why we're buying this land up here. So, but until then, we're going to continue on down this path for the back way into the mine. And go, I brought this wagon with me so we can actually clean up the dirt, get rid of some of that dirt to make the road a little smoother. I don't own all this land here, so I can't clean this up with this machine. But when we get back to the mine, we'll clean all the dirt up out of there and then start producing iron ore from that and take it to the steel factory to be able to get some steel made. We already took some there in a previous episode, and now I want to get in there and keep it filled up with iron ore. Let me get in here to the mine shaft. Alright, now we've got the dirt cleaned up off the path back here. We can go ahead and buy the mine. We own the land down here and the mining rights. So now we can start producing some iron ore out of there. I believe it also does rock. Let me check here. Iron ore extract. Looks like we need to get some supplies brought in, so we'll have those shipped in. So yeah, it looks like 2,000 iron ore and 550 rock out of here. So let me go ahead and get these items delivered, and then we can get started. Alright, now we got everything we needed delivered here, so we can go over to the steel factory and buy it up. Alright, here we are at the iron factory. Now we own it. Let's see what we can make right off. We already have iron ore in here, so we should be able to make that just fine. Looks like I need to get stones picked up and taken to our lime productions. Alright, we are manufacturing vehicle parts right now, which is good because our iron mine needs it. Let me shut all these things off that we're not going to be making. Alright, so I got a load of dirt on here I need to go get rid of, so we'll go sell that in our sell all, and then we'll go back to the mine and see what we can get out of there. Well, I came down here to pick up the rock down at the mine that the previous owner mined, and there's this beep over here in the ground with this thing coming out, so I think we're going to dig it out and make room here. Let me see real quick. Alright, see if I can do this right. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, looks like a barrel full of money. It's, ooh, $500,000. Well, that's a fourth of the way to another oil production. So that's really nice. If I could find 3 more of those worth that much money, it'd really come in handy. Let me get the rest of this rock picked up, because we do need that over at the lime production. If I can finish getting most of that. There. Pick up some of this on the way out, then we'll head over and take this to our lime production. Alright, here we are, getting these 3 running again. I finished with what I had with water. I should put a water tower in right here. Let's do that. Let's build a water tower. Somewhere here there's got to be a water tower I can use, so I don't have to go so far to get water. Let's see. Oh, nothing there. There we go. Nice giant water tower here. Look really good right next to our production plants. There. Now we have water that we don't have to go to the city to get. Alright. Dump the rest of these rocks off. Normally goes pretty quick as fast as these productions go. Alright, empty. Alright. Now I can go get some iron ore. See you back at the mine. Yeah, there's a lot of iron ore down here to collect. I'm surprised we got such a great deal on this mine when I I'm going to have almost a full load of iron ore. Looks like there's a little bit of gravel I missed in the corner. I want to stay away from that. Don't want to start putting gravel in our trailer. There we go. Let's get the rest of this, and we don't need any at the factory right now, the iron factory, so we can actually sell the first load of this, and once we produce enough, we'll be fine. With our engine parts that we're making at our iron factory, we can actually bring them back down here, as this production does use those. So there, 89% full. That's pretty good. Let me go get these sold off, and then we'll see if we have any oil that's ready to be collected. Alright, here we go with our first load of iron ore from the mine. It should give us plenty of money. Normally iron ore does. It should be even enough to probably buy another one of those oil wells, so we can pump more oil out of the ground. Yeah, it's going to be really good money. So I'm going to go across the street, buy one of those, get all the supplies delivered that we need, then we'll sleep for the night, and then we'll go collect all the oil from today and overnight. So see you in just a moment. Well, now we own the rights to 4 of the 5 mines here for oil, or oil pumps, oil drills, oil pump. I think they're pump jacks. Yes. 4 of the 5 sets of pump jacks are now ours. We only have 1 more to go, and we own all of the oil rights here in Frontier. But I'm going to go back to the house. We're going to sleep tonight, and then we're going to come with the truck in the morning and start pumping these out and see how much oil we do have. See you in the morning. Well, we are almost at $2 million again. Let me run down here to our tanker truck. I did load out the diesel before I went to sleep to make sure it was full enough that there would be room for more diesel to be produced. Let me get in it and get it finished filling. Well, we ended up with 58,000 liters of diesel, and so we're going to run that into Grayson's gas station, deliver it, and then we should be over $2 million. I'll just let the mine keep running today and not even worry about it. It doesn't have enough iron ore down there to even worry about going to get, but we do need to get to the steel factory because it's got engine parts that are ready to be sold. So we'll run down there with a flatbed trailer and load those up and see how much we can get out of engine parts. Let me sell this diesel off real quick. There we go, $223,000. That's pretty good. One thing I forgot is we got all that crude oil to go collect. So I think we should go do that with this tanker now that we have it. Go do that first, and then we can go collect those engine parts. So let me get to our oil jacks. Here we are picking up at our last set of tanks. We already have 91,000 liters, and this is, I think, the one that had the most in it. So I'll fill it up, and then we will go ahead and sell it off and see what we can get. As that's filling up, I was doing some thinking. I think I kind of want to buy this piece of land over here around this little lake in the middle of nowhere. Put a house on it, make it really nice, and make it our home away from the city. So then we don't have to worry about the city anymore. We'll have our own place out here in the desert. I think I might do that in the next episode. So let me get back and finish that oil off. Here we are with 125,000 liters, and our sell all station is bringing the most money right now. So we'll take it there. It's actually over $7,000 per 1,000 liters. We should make a lot of money off this petroleum. Let me get up there and sell it and see how much we have. I know we already have enough to buy the last set of oil jacks, so we will do that and get back and buy it, get the stuff delivered that we need, and then we'll own all of the oil rights in Frontier. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this petroleum's worth. Not as much as I was hoping, but it's going to still be quite a bit. Just shy of $1 million, 954,000. That's pretty good. I'll get up there and buy that last rig. I see the helicopter up there, so they probably know I'm up to something by keeping an eye on everything out here. But hopefully soon enough they'll be gone. Alright, here's the last tanks. Go ahead and buy it. Now we own them all. Let me get it turned on and get the equipment here. Alright, now we have them all. Everything's turned on, producing petroleum, pumping it out of the ground. I think I'm going to end up buying a new pickup and a flatbed to be able to load those engine parts with that we have at the steel factory. Now that we have all the oil rights, it's just a matter of time till we run the guy behind me out of business, because he has no oil to be able to buy. Well, here we are with our new setup, the TLX 3500. I'm hoping this trailer will auto-load these. If not, well, I'll turn on some super strength and load them the manual way. That would be a no on the auto load. So I will load them all by hand and then we'll sell them and see how much we end up with. Well, I was able to get 5 crates on. Oop! Put that pole right in my way. But I will run this down to the mine so the mine can use this product. Welcome in everyone to a new episode here on Frontier. We got some permits from the city to be able to construct this fence around our new property. And now we're going to get ready to start doing some major construction that the city does not know we're about to do. So with the fence and all the security we've set up around here, they cannot see it. So we're hoping to do this behind the scenes. So let's get started. I do believe that we are about to the point where we are going to be able to own all of the oil production outside of the wall. So we're working here on a new way to get in and out of Frontier without the city knowing it. So I have some plans coming up on what we're going to do to be able to control the city in a way. You know, once you have all the control of the oil production, the city still needs fuel. So my goal is to shut them off from the outside world. They built a fence around themselves, and now we can come in and hopefully dig a tunnel underneath the fence that we can control. And that's what I'm working on now. So let me get more of this tunnel built, and then once I get it down a ways, I'll come back in to let you guys see how it's looking, to see if we can get some heavy equipment in and out. So we do own the property on both sides of the fence here, so that is nice. We do have some security lights all the way around, so we can keep an eye on what's happening on the other side of the fence. Once we have this, it'll allow us access to still get back to our iron ore mine. So we'll have all the oil, we'll have all the iron ore. There won't be much left for the city. So let me get this dug out, and I'll see you in a little bit. Well, we are starting to get underneath the wall. We got 1 million liters of dirt already. We're starting to pile up some more. Take quite a little bit of dirt to get all that emptied out. We'll start running into sand on the other side. Just about through. Let's see if out real quick. See how close we're getting. Oh yeah, we are through. We are all the way through. Can't see the wall, but it's there. I'm stuck. There. So I'm gonna have to dig a little bit more. It won't let me all the way out. Let me keep digging. We've got through. We're starting to run into sand now. Need to get the other tractor and wagon up here so we can start hauling these piles out. Like a little bit of a shortcut. There really isn't one. We're not through enough on this tunnel. So let me run back to the oil production area and grab our tractor and our loading wagon. Well, we made it all the way through, so I believe we can build some reinforcements around it, make sure it doesn't cave in. Then later on, we'll have to build a road on the desert side of Frontier to be able to get through to the main roads outside the city. Still a little steep on this side to get some of the bigger equipment through, like the semi. I don't think he's going to do too good right here, so try to smooth it out a little more. I'll do some more of this, and then hopefully we can get the semi through. Well, it may not be pretty, but it works to get the semi through, so we'll be able to smuggle things in and out of Frontier. I think this will work. Now we need to get back to taking care of our oil production. Well, here we are in a new day. Got reports that something might have happened overnight on the railroad tracks. Apparently a pile of dirt landed in one of the gateways to the city, blocking the railroad tracks. So I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not too worried about it. Now the train can't get in and out of the city. We're just going to start selling stuff in our sell all station. We have all of our oil pumps that are all full, so we're going to go empty those tanks, take them, sell them, and we're going to be one step closer to having that $6 million that we need. The mine ran all night last night, so now it has some iron ore produced, so we'll be able to take it and sell it. And then that should be all we have lined up so far to do. So let me get these errands ran and then see how much money we have, see if we got to our 6 million or not. Well, now that we got all of our petroleum loaded up, got 171,000 liters. This is actually the house we built here by our lake, so that we have a place outside of the city to live. So when we conquer Frontier, we'll have a place to call home other than the little tent we were using. Here's right on the lake. Kind of like it. Small house, but works for us. But let me get this up and get it sold and see how much money we end up having. Got 171,000 liters of petroleum. There's the train just sitting with nowhere to go. Apparently someone dumped a whole bunch of dirt in the gate that the train takes to get into the city. So he's stuck out here now. Looks like the officer's trying to figure out what I'm up to. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Carry on, carry on. Alright, see how much we get out of all that petroleum. Another 1.2 million. 2.5. We still need 6 million to be able to buy that petroleum refinery across the road. So, but I do have some iron ore from our mine that we mined last night and also yesterday. So I will run over, grab that pickup, and see how much it has. Looks like 92,000 liters. Not a whole lot, but it's some. We'll run it over to our sell-all and see how much we can get out of that. I also have some engine parts that we manufactured. It's kind of a heavy load. It takes a lot for this pickup. But we do have, like I said, the engine parts that we could sell if we had to. They're used more for the mine, but we could also sell them to the town. Let me run this over to our sell-all and see how much we can get out of 92,000 liters. This is our own private little getaway in and out of the city. First time I've taken the pickup through it. Hopefully you can get through okay. But underneath the wall, then we built a road all the way. See if I can. Oh, hopefully the pickup has enough power. And I'll have to get the excavator over here to try to push it up the hill. There we go. Like from now on, we're probably going to take a tractor or the semi to haul all the weight. But you can see up there, somebody's big front loader is kind of on the railroad tracks. What happened here last night? Yes, that is quite a problem the city has. That's a big pile of dirt. They're never going to get through that. Let me run over and sell it. Alright, let's see what this will bring us. I'd love to see 6 million in our bank account. I don't think it's going to be anywhere close to that. No, we're going to be over halfway there. Nope, not quite halfway there. 277,000. Maybe iron ore is not worth as much right now. But we do have our limestone production running still. So they're still producing lime. We will get back and see if we can get some more iron ore out of the ground. Here we are with another rainy day, but we were able to get another 85,000 liters of iron ore out overnight. We're going to run it out of the city and see what we can get out of it. Right now we're filling our tanker up with the diesel that we produced last night. I just got to remember how to get out of here. There we go. Gotta remember to go to the right. So, but then we also need to go empty our pump jacks again. They're all full with 30-some thousand. So maybe today we will have enough to be able to do it all. Because I know the city mayor is getting a little nervous. He thinks something's up. So with our fence up here, he's wanting to revoke our privileges to have access to this area back here. We have to get that oil refinery bought today so we can take over. So we won't be ran out of the city yet. We want full control out here. We want to have it all. That is my goal. We'll get this over there. There's not a whole bunch in there, but hopefully it'll be enough with all the diesel and all the other oil that we're producing from the pump jacks. So let's go see what we can get up to. Alright, here's the iron ore. Haven't used this trailer for a while. Pretty sure it dumps pretty quick. Yeah, it looks like it. Hopefully the diesel will be loaded up. That's 255,000. Now we're just over 4 million. Just a little less than 2 million to go. So all the diesel that we have produced. That's going to get us up a little bit more. Another 184,000. Still over, about 1 3/4 million short. We do have all that petroleum to get from the pump jacks. So I'll run over there, see what we can get. Hopefully it'll quit raining soon. It'll be nice. Train's still sitting up here on our left. Nowhere to go. Let's see, we have 248,000 liters of petroleum we got overnight. Let's see what we can get out of it. Come on, 6 million. There's 5 million. Oh, we might make it. It's going to be really close. 6 million. There we go. 6.2 million. For $1.8 million harvest income. That's a lot of money. All right, well, let's go buy the big guy out. See, I think we'll even take our tanker down there to do it. Rub it in his face that we're taking over. Well, do you think he's going to open the gate? Come on, open the gate for us. Oh, he did. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Well, let's go give him that $6 million check. There it is. It's ours. We own all this now. You know, now that we have all the oil rights and mineral rights for all of Frontier, and we have taken over the big guy's operation, I say we do a hostile takeover of Frontier. Let's close down the city. You know, he gave us, the mayor of town gave us the key card to be able to open this gate. But we have changed the access code, and now we're going to be the only ones with access to it. This gate is being locked, and he can't get through it. So he doesn't know the new code. Put some barricades up here. And now we've got to go mess up the main gate so nobody can get through it. We have this load of dirt here. That's what we're going to go dump in the way. We have all the equipment that can get us through it, so that nobody's going to be able to dig their way out. So let me go dump this load there. Well, there you have it, friends. The hostile takeover of the city of Frontier. We now control all the oil, all the minerals, and everything the city needs to survive. Now they are without fuel to run their vehicles, without electricity to power their homes. This was a complete takeover of Frontier. We never want to rely on one people group or one country to produce all of your fuel that you need to survive. So that is it, folks. That is going to do it for Frontier. If you have enjoyed this series, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. For anyone interested, we do have channel memberships available and would love to have you join the crew. And until next time, have a blessed day and goodbye.